Hey everyone, Josh here, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be very, very quick because I have not been in the mood to do any listings today. So it's like 11 o'clock at night and I thought I've got to show you something at least, do you know what I mean, to keep my kind of 10 a day going. So let's get the Pyrex out the way first, shall we? Oh, but I'll get these out the way first. I'm going to list these. I think there's some missing. There might be in other boxes. I might just add it when I find it. But it's free. Teak, I believe. Carved fruit sort of dishes. That's what, a pea? A pepper? Not sure what that is. Some sort of like gourd. And then a pear with some forks and spoon. And there's some little knives in the dishes themselves. I just go £20 on that and find a sweet spot and lower. That's kind of what I do. Just price high. If you really don't know the price, what I recommend, just pricing high of what you would like to get. And then every month or two, just lower it by a couple of pounds. And you'll then find its selling point. And then when you pick it up again, you know, oh, I listed it for 20, but I actually went for 15. So is it worth my time? Or I listed it for £20, it only sold for 5. Like, you need to kind of find like where you would like to go and see actually where it's actually selling for. Just going to show you one of these. I've got, I think, like 8 teacups and saucers, which I have a listing for, a multi-quantity listing. I just need to go through and count how many I've got and add it to that listing and get them stored away. That's easy. I'm just going to count that as one listing because it's just like a £2.99 plus postage listing. Now, Pyrex. I'm hoping to do this and get a screenshot for the thumbnail. Anyway, Pyrex time. I've got... Now, pattern names I put on the screen because it's easier rather than me messing them up. 2 of these casserole dishes with this pattern, rose pattern. These are JJ, not Pyrex. These are JAJ dishes, open top. I'll sell them for about £10 each, unless I put otherwise. Sometimes different Pyrex patterns increase the price of the dish. That does make sense. So this small casserole dish here, technically a medium, is worth about usually £10. However, some of the prints are rarer than others, which means it's actually probably worth £20 if it's a rare pattern. So if I say to you 10, and I haven't sold the pattern before, like I haven't sold this one before, it might be worth more than that, it might not. Who knows? But I'm giving you kind of a vague idea. These larger deep dish ones are usually worth about 12 to 15. If they had a lid, 25 to 30. People pay a lot more with the lids. But I find it easier just to sell the lid separately, and then eventually you kind of, if you sell the lid singly and this singly, you kind of get the same anyway, so I just find it easier to not worry about pairing them up. Pyrex Blue Iris, this one's quite popular, about £14. All of these have been picked up at the car boots over the years for about £1, £2 each. Is that Pyrex? That is Pyrex. This one, which I think goes with a canister set, a little bit marked inside. I will try and scrub that out. If not, about £8 or £9 for that one. It's still got a bit of value, but not as much. And finally, for the big round ones, this one, which I'm also not sure. I've never sold this one before. This, yeah, this is heavily marked, so I don't know if this is going to be worth any value, to be honest. It's one of these annoying ones where they've done the pattern, but then also they've printed a band. So all this is like a cream print. And that scratches and marks really easily. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up very well, but like here, there's a big line scratch there. So probably about 8 or 9 on that one. But again, if it's a really rare print, someone might have it. Oh, autumn leaves, stamped on the bottom, which they stopped doing, I think, at some point. They started stamping the pattern names and then stopped. Autumn leaves. I'll check the price on that one. And the last 2 things, and almost all the Pyrex is done. I think there's about 8 casserole dishes left, and that is it, because I'm keeping the rest. Now we've got a rectangle. These do quite well, usually 15 to 20. And a clear long rectangle, which will go for about 10 because it's clear. All of these. I think there's about 100 here. Maybe not 100, but it's like 70. 70 ties I will be listing over the next couple of days. So I'm going to mention them in this video here because I would like to mention them so I can start listing them. Shh. Not all the ties I'm listing, like that's actually my one. This one is mine. I've inherited little Yorkie dogs and roses. But most of them will be sold. Some paisley ones. There's nothing that nice here, to be honest with you. But there's some nice ties, but like brand-wise, some of them are really not that nice. Like, there's this really old Marks and Spencer one, which I think looks like paintbrushes, like paint strokes. But yeah, probably just going to do one price on all of them and just get rid of them. They've been hanging around for a couple of years. I just kept picking them up in like bundled job lots, fill a bag over the years. So it's their time to go. And that is it for today. Really not in the mood, to be honest. I've only got a couple of days left. Like, in my head, I've got to think there's like 10 days left. And I'm done at the listing challenge. And I don't want to list ever again. But, oh, it's a slog. It's the weather isn't helping. It's freezing cold. We're not really putting the heating on. So, again, it's chilly, it's cold. There's no sun. You know, it's just very miserable at the minute. I think a lot of people are struggling, kind of January blues. It's almost February, so almost there. I'll see you all soon.